Hey guys, welcome back. Vince here. What is everyone's favorite deep fried dish of all time? What do you like that's crispy, crunchy, meaty? If it ain't a good old simple French fry, it's definitely fried chicken. This recipe is easy, it's cheap, it's simple, it's delicious. Your entire family's gonna love it. They're gonna keep wanting more and more. Using a mix of drumsticks and thighs is just perfect for this dish. It's cheap, it's flavorful, you get that nice crispy chicken skin. So first we're gonna wanna get our chicken, clean it off, and we're gonna do a mix of a little bit of buttermilk, a little bit of Cholula hot sauce, or whatever your favorite hot sauce is, and we're gonna add a few seasonings to our marinade. We're gonna let that coat overnight. If you can't do it overnight, at least give it an hour or two, but I definitely recommend doing it the night before. It's gonna break down the chicken a little bit, and having that marinate the chicken before we batter it up is just gonna make it that much more delicious. Friends, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I make new videos every Thursday and Sunday. So we're gonna start by taking our chicken that we've cleaned off and we've put into an airtight container. And we're gonna take a good old cup of buttermilk. And we're just gonna lather that chicken up with some buttermilk. You're gonna take your favorite hot sauce, mine's definitely Cholula, and you're gonna shake it all in there. Now, the amount you use is definitely up to your preference. I don't think Cholula is all that hot. This is really more for flavor, but you wanna get a good healthy amount of hot sauce in there and however much heat that you think you and your family want. All right, now that we have all of our wet ingredients in, we're gonna add our seasonings. We're gonna throw in a little bit of paprika. Next, we're gonna come in over with some chili powder. Once again, this is all contingent upon, how hot you want it, but chili powder ain't that hot, so it's really more for flavor than anything else. Last but not least, a little onion powder, a little garlic powder to tie the room together. All right, guys, we got our buttermilk, our hot sauce, and all of our seasonings in our marinade. So the only thing that's left to do is give it a good shake. Put some muscle into it, pretend you skipped gym day. You gotta put in a little bit of extra effort. And before long, everything's gonna be moving and grooving. And we're gonna pop this bad boy in the fridge for 10 to 12 hours. All right, guys, we let our chicken marinate overnight in our buttermilk, our hot sauce, all of our spices, and now it's time to dredge it in our seasoned flour. So I got some all-purpose flour right here, and I'm gonna add cornstarch and a few other ingredients to give us that extra crisp we're looking for, and then it's time to fry. Okay guys, so we got a mixing bowl with some flour to start off. So the first thing we do once we get our flour in the bowl is we're gonna grab some cornstarch, and we're gonna add 3 tablespoons worth. 1, 2, 3, that's all she wrote. Next, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of chili powder. And what we're doing here is essentially layering in the same flavors that we used with our marinade. We're hitting it with garlic powder, onion powder. We're just doing another layer of the exact same stuff. And basically what we're doing here is we're reinforcing the same flavors that we marinated our chicken in. It's just gonna make it that much better. Now make sure to give a minute or two to get everything incorporated perfectly. We don't want big chunks of chili powder or big chunks of garlic. We want everything blended smooth. So that's gonna make sure that our chicken's seasoned properly and it's gonna taste delicious. Okay guys, what I got here is a 3-part station with our marinated chicken, our seasoned flour, and then I got a rack that I'm just gonna immediately put our seasoned chicken on until it's ready to be fried. One by one, we're gonna grab a piece of chicken and we're gonna take it from our buttermilk marinade and drop it into the flour. So we wanna make sure to get this, breaded completely. Then once our chicken is completely submerged in our flour, we're gonna put it on a rack to rest until it's time to fry. All right guys, we got all of our chicken chilling out on a rack. So we're gonna let this hang out 10, 20 minutes, let it get up to room temperature. And why do we do that? We want to let it chill out for a little bit because we don't want our grease to get too cold when we drop in our chicken because the temperature of the chicken's too cold. So that's going to let it crisp up perfectly. We're just going to let it chill out for a little bit, and then it's time for the best part. Let's get to frying. So very carefully, we're going to take some of this chicken and we're going to place it in very gently into our oil. We don't want to overcrowd our pot. If you're lucky enough to have a deep fryer, then, by all means, fill that bad boy up. But for a pot like this, while I could squeeze in more, I'm going to do 3 pieces at a time. And our trick to get that extra crispy chicken is we're going to double fry it. So depending on the size and what type of chicken you're using, your times are going to vary. But I'm going to do about 6 minutes, take it out, let it rest, let all that moisture lock in with the chicken. And then after that, I'm going to plop it back in the grease and give it another 5-6 minutes. All right, guys, it's been about 7 minutes since we put our chicken into our oil. We're going to take it out now, put it on a plate, and let it rest for a little bit. So we're going to want to give it 5-10 minutes on a plate, let it chill out, keep our oil on hot, and then we're going to drop it back in 5-10 minutes, double fry that bad boy. All right, guys, it's been 5 minutes. Our chicken is a perfect golden brown, so it's time to take it out. Look at that. All right, so here's how I like to plate this up. I like to do 2 drumsticks and a thigh per person, and I like to serve this with a bowl of Habanero Hot Honey on the side. If you haven't already checked out that video, I got a link in the description below. And there you go, we got perfect buttermilk southern fried chicken. And to top it off, we got some Habanero Hot Honey that we're gonna drizzle on top. Let's get it. All right, guys, I'm not even gonna over talk it. I'm just gonna get right to eating. So I'm gonna try a little piece without any of the Habanero Hot Honey first, and then I'm gonna drizzle some on top. So I'm gonna start with one of these drumsticks. This is definitely one of my guilty pleasures. All right, here's where things get real exciting. So I'm gonna drizzle some of that Hab honey on top, get a little habanero pepper in there. Cheers. Oh my God. Woo! Thanks for watching. I hope to earn your subscription. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found value from it.